Hello, my name is Nate. Welcome to my art channel. I'm working on a 12 by 24 inch canvas today. Just a simple, I generally use these as test canvases. This one came and it has some imperfections in it. And instead of sending it back, it's just a test canvas anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and use it because I want to test out a little theory that I have. I've been working recently with a lot of very fluid acrylics, just paint and water. I like to spray it with my spray bottle, but you can also use, you can brush it on, you can pour it on and tilt it out. There's lots of different ways to apply it. But the important thing here is it's just paint and water. There's no binders in here. In fact, it's better if we break the binders a bit. So I think this is mixed 4 parts water to 1 part paint. And I'm just using one color tonight. Again, it's a test, so I want to see if this works. And if it does, then I will play with it with more colors and see what we can do. I've been putting down the paint and then putting on some plastic wrap, letting it dry overnight, and it creates really interesting, very abstract structures. But instead of the plastic wrap tonight, I'm going to put on bubble wrap. I think it's going to create a really interesting texture. I've got 3 different sizes and kinds. So this one is a very small little pockets of bubble there. And then this is very large bubbles. And then I have this one here, which is much firmer than this. This is very flimsy. You can see that this is much more thick in the plastic development. And instead of being round, it's flat on top. So I think it will give me a different kind of structure. So I'm really interested to see what that's going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do now is just cut some strips. And I don't care if they're a little abstract. So I'm not really worried about shape. I just want to cut out some pieces to use. And let's do this one. Let's go like in a diagonal shape like this. There we go. And then for this one, yeah, let's just zigzag it up and down here. There we go. That works. I'm not trying to be too creative here. I just want to test this theory. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. Like this maybe. I don't know. We'll see how I do it. First thing first, I guess second, since we already cut our things, we're going to spray this down. We're going to get full coverage. It is coming out quite dark. I'm not even sure what, there's several different colors of blue in this. So I know part of it's Payne's gray. There's probably some phthalo blue in here. Nice full coverage with my dirty but black background. I hope you can still see this. There we go. Lots of pigment on there, but very, very fluid. And let's put this big one right over here on the corner like this. I'm gonna press it down. I don't think I need to weight this down. I was thinking that I might need to put something on top, but I think the surface tension is gonna hold that into place. I don't need to worry about it so much. Let's put this one like so. See, this one, I might need to weight that down a little bit because it wants to curve up here on the outside edge. But then let's put this one like so. Yeah, the thinner ones are gonna hold down a little better. So what do I have? The little flap I can put along that edge. I've got a little ruler. That's enough. Doesn't need to be too heavy. Let's just do that. Okay. This is going to be a really quick video. This is, I'm just going to leave this to dry overnight and see what kind of abstract texture it creates underneath. Back in a few. Okay, it's the next morning. Let's see how this worked out. Let's start with the big ones. Let's pull it off this way so you get the benefit of the view. Look at that. That is so cool. Now, even though this was, oh gosh, this was almost 12 hours, it is still very wet underneath where the bubbles were touching. So I'm not going to touch that. I'm assuming it's going to be the same over here. Let's do this one next. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Really cool shapes happening all through there. That's fun. Okay, let's do this last one and I'll bring you down for a close-up. Okay, that is so interesting. So this one gave me the most perfect little circles. Well, not perfect, but much more circular. This gave me very random shapes. A lot of them are like C's or U's or whatever. That's very fun. And this, wow, those are super cool because you can see the texture within the bubble. Oh, I like all three of them. Okay, let me bring you in for a close-up. Okay, here we go. This is the large bubble wrap. There's this green one here. And I'll be able to reuse these pieces of bubble wrap in a way that I couldn't with the plastic wrap that I was using. Look at this one. I really love this. This is super cool. You know what this would be good for? Like if you were doing an octopus and you could do the suckers with the bubble wrap. Or you could almost do like a honeycomb pattern too. This is the smallest one. This is the one that is much more firm and the bubbles are almost flat on the top. I can't pick a favorite. I'm not sure. I think I would just use these in different ways. I like having all three different kinds on the same canvas. That is fun. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this little experiment. I think this is this has potential, and I'm definitely going to try this again. What do you think? Will you try it too? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and go mix up some paints and be fearless.